Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Bruin Steel here, and that is what I'm talking about, man. Holy shit. Game 3 in Brooklyn. The Boston Celtics win Game 3 in Brooklyn to beat the Nets 109 to 103 to take a 3-0 series lead. Oh my god, what an unbelievable game. And, this was just. Look, I said this before. This defense is just absolute amazing. This defense forced. Let me look at the stats real quick. 18 turnovers by the Nets, and we scored 32 points off of that. That's just how good our defense is. And this was just an amazing game by Jayson Tatum. 39 points. He almost reached 40 points. He at one point scored 54 Jayson Tatum once scored 54 points. 54 points on the Nets. The third meeting during the season. And overall, our defense played really well in this game. Look, probably the only issue I had was just the unnecessary personal fouls that we had. Jason Tatum had a personal foul that was just uncalled for. There's no need for that. I believe it was on Kevin Durant. Actually, it was Jason Tatum fouling Kevin Durant. It was just a frustration because he didn't win a jump ball against Blake Griffin. But I want to talk about Blake Griffin real quick towards the end of the video. But I want to talk about the Celtics and the amount they play. Al Horford didn't really, only 3 points. He had one three-pointer, 28 minutes. People say that, oh, he was horrible this game, but, he made some rebounds. He made some plays. Daniel Tice kind of was silent, 9 points in 17 minutes, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. So, the Al Horford and Daniel Tice rebounding has been really good. Total, they had 11. So, Jaylen Brown was the absolute beast. I love this dude. He shot 3 pointers. He's an amazing player. 23 points, 38 minutes, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. This guy was just going all over the place, layup after layup, and he had an amazing game too. Marcus Smart, 14 points, 38 minutes, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists, and he played well as well. And Grant Williams, 7 points. Look, Robert Williams III, comebacking from injury. He scored only 2 points, and I know Derek White has 2 points as well. And, look, Derek White is a great factor. I can say that, but, people might say, oh, well, he didn't really show up in the series, but he's still a really important asset to this team. And Peyton Pritchard, man, oh my God, I love this dude. The way that he made plays, he scored, he made his shots, and that's what the Celtics did today. Jason Tatum had 39 points, by the way, 45 minutes, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. This guy is absolutely insane. Jason Tatum is an amazing player, but going back to Peyton Pritchard, he's an amazing player as well, and he just made plays, and just a young guy. He's wearing 11. He's the white version of Kyrie Irving. And look, looking at the Nets, okay, so I just want to talk about the things that I was kind of pissed off. Like I said, about the, unnecessary penalties. There was some uncalled ones. Jason Tatum fouled Kevin Durant, but I was uncertain if it was a foul. Emile Daga actually challenged it, but it was overheld. I saw the replay and I saw it wasn't a foul. All Jason Tatum it was just a tap, but I mean, a foul is a foul. I mean, he did slap a little bit to the wrist, and we end up losing the challenge. Look, this defense did a great job. Look, Kyrie missed shots. Kevin Durant made shots, but Kevin Durant and Kyrie, they didn't look good tonight. They did make points, they made plays, but this defense, they turned the ball over. Kevin Durant, if you haven't seen the game, Kevin Durant turned most of the turnovers were by Kevin Durant, in my opinion. Um, and this defense just neutralized, made Kevin Durant turn the ball over. And look, this is what I was talking about. I mentioned it in the game preview. I mentioned it in game 2 in the second half. if you play defense like this, stopping Durant and Kyrie and Kevin Durant both had 16 points. And look, this Celtics team's defense only gave up 16 points to Kevin Durant and Kyrie alone. But the main problem that we had tonight was Bruce Brown Jr. He had 26 points. This guy killed you all over. And I was complaining about how we were leaving the paint area, field goal paint area, wide open. Kevin Durant is making screens and he's finding people wide open in the middle of the paint, and that those people like Bruce Brown, Andre Drummond only had 2 points. He's Kevin Durant is passing people who are like wide open in the paint, and that gave us issues. But Bruce Brown Jr. He killed you tonight with 26 points and 40. That's just that. I mean, focusing Kevin Durant and Kyrie helps us too, though. But Patty Mills had 12 points. Pelly Mills and Seth Curry, 10 points. Patty Mills, 12. They also killed you in the paint a little bit, and they shot threes. Nick Clayton had 13 points. Dragic, I'm surprised this Nets team benched Goran Dragic. Dragic went what, like 12 points last game, and he was really good. Um, but the man of the hour, I want to talk about the Nets bringing in Blake Griffin. Look, Blake Griffin is an amazing player and he's dangerous. And, I give all my condolence, my respect to Blake Griffin for coming out, getting the crowd pumped up. He comes out, scores 2 points, and he scores back-to-back threes that pumps up the crowd. And, like, unbelievable. This guy is an unbelievable player, and I have nothing but respect for Blake Griffin. I just don't understand what's Brooklyn Nets fans watching this. I don't understand why Steve Nash, your head coach, decided to not bring in Blake Griffin. I don't understand why he benches Dragic. Goran Dragic helped you guys last game. Like I think he had a triple double. But the Celtics defense won us this game, and the only issue that I have was we had 10-point lead. We had a 10-point lead. We were leading this game. I don't believe the Nets led at all in this game. I think maybe a little bit towards the beginning of the game. But, every time we have a lead by like 10 or 12, the Nets come back right in it. Like, we make stupid shots, we make fouls, and, Kevin Durant or whatever was at the free throw line, and they killed us. They come back by within like 3 points, and then, again, the Celtics find a way to, like, come back and then get like a 7 point. It was mostly like a 9 point lead most of the time, and then just every time we have a lead, the Celtics team just finds a way to just like commit unnecessary fouls and like don't get that lead. I mean, like, and we had a lead like late in the fourth. I'm like, oh my god, you led this game by multiples, and now you have to lead again. Please break that and let's end this game and have another lead. And that's what we did. We almost choked again. It was 105 to like 99 at one point towards the end, and thankfully, Jayson Tatum had a steal and we scored. Look, the story of this game was our defense. The defense shutting down Kevin Durant and Kyrie. I know they had 16 points, but it's better than them having triple double. Kevin Durant and Kyrie had like 30 points like in the past against teams, and we only held them to 16 points each. And it's just the Bruce Brown was the MVP of this game for the Nets, 26 points, and this guy gave the Celtics a lot of issues in this game. But I want to look at the stats now because look, I was complaining. First, I want to say I was complaining about how the Celtics is leaving the middle paint area open, but it looks like points in paint, 42 points in the paint for the Nets and 42 to us 50. 50 points by the Celtics in the paint. And yeah, I was complaining about the Nets getting the paint, getting players open in the paint. Fouls. Nets had 22 fouls. Boston Celtics had 19. Turnovers. Like I said, this defense was unbelievable by the Celtics. 18 turnover. We had 14 turnovers. We had too many turnovers as well, but they had 18 turnovers. This Celtics defense is no joke. 18 turnovers, 32 points scored off of turnovers for us. That's just unbelievable how this defense is. And steals, we had 13 steals to them 7. Blocks, shots, we only had 3 block shots and they had 5. 26 assists and they had 25. Total rebounds, 34 for us and 33 total rebounds for you guys, and 33 rebounds for the Nets. And offensive rebounds is 13 to them 12. Free throws, the Nets were surprisingly the Nets were pretty good. There were 81. We were really good. The Celtics were really good at the free throw line. We were 13 and 14. That's 92.9% at the free throw line. My God. And they were 13 and 16. That's 81.3% at the free throw line. That's just this is a really good free throwing Celtics team, I'm telling you. Peyton Pritchard never missed a field goal. He never missed a free throw. I meant to say free throw, not field goal. Sorry, guys. But anyways, 3-pointers. We shot 12 for 39. That's 30%. And not so good. The Nets were a little better than us in 3-point shooting. They were 12 for 29. That's 41.4% of 3-point shooting. And field goals, they were slightly a little better. The Nets were 39 and 77. That's 50.6%, and we were 42 and 84, which is a good 50%. Look, like I said, this Nets team, Bruce Brown Jr. had 26 points. He was the one that gave us issues. Seth Curry gave us issues. Patty Mills gave us issues. And look, I just don't understand, Nets fans. Steve Nash just made a horrible decision of benching Blake Griffin. I mean, like, once he came out, Blake Griffin went ham. Dragic he was doing stuff for you in games too. I don't get why Steve Nash would bench Dragic. And, but the entire story was just the Celtics were the better team, in my opinion. Like, the defense was the reason why we won this game, not lost. We won this game, 109 to 103. And, look, if this Celtics team made their shots, they played great defense. Look, the turnovers, I know, but I had issues with the uncalled for fouls by the Celtics. There was some personal fouls that was just uncalled for. There was just no reason to foul them. Like, I know, Jayson Tatum fouled Kevin Durant for no reason. Like, he was frustrated. I understand that he lost the jump ball against Blake Griffin, but that's just, there's no point, man. And it just, fouls like that and turnovers, it's going to lose you the game. And that's why every time we had a lead, this Nets team just came back right in it. We were up by 12 at one point, I believe, or 10 points, and then just the stupid fouls, the stupid turnovers, just uncalled for moves, the play calling, it just came down the toilet. And we almost lost the game because of that, but we got the job done. And like I said, Game 4 is on Monday. Yeah, Monday at 7 o'clock, Game 4. The Celtics are looking for a series sweep. And look, I think I would speak for every single Celtics fan when I say this. I do not want this team to choke a 3-0 lead. I don't think it ever been done. I don't think in the history of the NBA, no NBA team has ever come back down 3-0 in a series. And I'm telling you, look, they still have talent on this team. Look, you saw how Blake Griffin shot those 2 threes in a row. You never know. And Ben Simmons is returning for Game 5. Ben Simmons, the Nets might be starting Ben Simmons, and they have an all-star roster right there. But I'm saying, look, I know that Celtics fans, why are you worried? You already beat them 3 times. Look, you were expecting, it was no surprise that Kevin Durant and Kyrie came out playing after their poor performance. Every elimination game, I'm telling you, every elimination game won't be easy. Game 4 on Monday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, it's not going to be easy. The Brooklyn Nets is going to do all they can do to come back in the series and hopefully come back down 3-0. But for the Celtics, the talent that we had, the way we played in this game, we can sweep them on Monday if we play like this. The defense just got to neutralize Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. I mean, don't focus on them too much because look what happens. Bruce Brown Jr., 26 points. Other players are going to kill you if you focus on Kevin Durant and Kyrie, and then you're focusing on them, and then people are getting wide open on this 3 point line, and they're making shots, and whoop we do. Look, they're back in the ball game. Look, that's going to be an issue too if we focus too much on Kevin Durant. But it's great that we're neutralizing them, and our defense is shutting down. Look, this defense. I'm telling you, this defense is probably by far one of the top tier up there in the league. Forcing 18 turnover, capitalizing 32 points on 18 turnovers. That's just amazing. Game 4, but I'm not going to say much more. The Celtics get the job done in Game 3, beating the Brooklyn Nets 109 to 103. Game 3, we take a 3-0 series. Game 5 is on Monday night in Brooklyn. Celtics is looking for the series win with a sweep and booking a place in the Eastern Conference semis finals second round against either Milwaukee or Chicago. Right now, Milwaukee's up to 2-1. So, but anyways, Celtics get the job done, 109 to 103, and I am Bruin Steeler signing off. What a performance! This Celtics defense is no joke. Look, it was a well earned. But we got a big test, Game 4. We're going for the sweep. Hopefully the Celtics get a W in the series sweep, booking us to the Eastern Conference semifinals. But that's it, folks. I am Bruin Steele. This is my post-game video for Game 3. Celtics get the job done, 109-103 against the Brooklyn Nets. And I am out. See you guys later. Go Celtics, baby. Let's go.